29-year-old Fond du Lac man is now in custody following a domestic violence incident. Police were called to the 300 block of Doty Street in Fond du Lac around 8:30 this morning to find the suspect alone in the residence. As precaution, police set up a perimeter around the house and told neighbors to shelter in place, while the sheriff's department brought in a crisis negotiation team. After establishing communication, the suspect was eventually arrested without incident. No further details have been released at this time. Police